Well, hello, everybody. Good evening for those people in Europe. It's great to see everybody again. My name is Charles Villasis, and I'm very, very happy to be your host today for our Go Love Life opportunity presentation. So, welcome, welcome. I'm just going to share my screen right now with everyone. Hopefully, you can see everything clearly and you can hear my voice clearly. Okay. So, we are here today to spread the word about something quite remarkable. It's a new company that's called Go Love Life. And even though we say it's a new company, it's really a company that has a lot of experience just because of the people that are running it. There are people that have been extremely successful in the past, and there's no doubt that they will be incredibly successful again, along with all of us joining them, right? So a lot has happened actually since the New Year's began. I never even suspected that my life would change so much, but I really do feel like I'm in the right place at the right time. And I encourage everyone to feel the same way, that you truly are in the right place at the right time. Sometimes we miss those opportunities. We may be in the right place, but it's the wrong time, right? And we just don't take advantage of the great opportunities that are presented. And sometimes we're in the wrong place at the right time, and that's when we have learning experiences, right? But the moments that truly, truly change our lives are when we are in the right place at the right time. And that's exactly what's happening with Go Love Life. Okay, it is a startup company, but not to worry. A lot of people sometimes, are a little hesitant to join a new company because they want to see how well they do. They want to see if they really do become successful, right? Well, I can honestly say that already in our first 3 weeks, we've become incredibly successful. Over 9,000 people have joined our company as members, as distributors. And that's because people know exactly where this company is headed. I mean, the founders of this company already have a 25-year track record of success. In the last 25 years, they've created an environment of entrepreneurialism. They've created hundreds of millionaires. They've helped so many people create financial freedom for their lives, and also they've given us quite the remarkable experiences. These are like what we call once in a lifetime experiences. A lot of people have traveled with these founders. I know the last 20 years I've traveled quite a bit with these gentlemen, and I've done some pretty remarkable things. I visited Rome, and I visited Monaco and Switzerland, and I've swam with the stingrays in Tahiti, and I rode elephants on in Thailand. The things that I would never even have dreamed of doing if it wasn't for the environment that these gentlemen have created. And when we think of Go Love Life, well, what does that really mean? I mean, what comes to mind when we think of Go Love Life? Well, for a lot of people, loving life simply means being with family, which is wonderful. That's what should make you go love life. But for other people, it's also feeling in love, being in love. For other people, it's adventure, and that's kind of what makes me love life. I got to be honest. I love adventures. I love traveling. I love experiencing new cultures. I love being meeting new people. That's just what I'm about. So for some people, it's about being with friends and having fun, having time for hobbies. For other people, it's just peace of mind. Just being able to go to bed at night and saying, you know what? Thank God I'm healthy. Thank God I don't have to worry about my financial state. That's definitely loving life. For some people, it's going to be the material things like the fancy cars and the luxury watches, right? Which is all good. These are all ways of people that people have of loving life. But there are certain things that actually rob us. They rob us of the ability to love life and to live life on our own terms. For example, a lot of people are working a lot. And I believe we all have to work. I know I did before I started with this business, with this industry. But unfortunately, a lot of people do not like their jobs, and they spend too much time working. And I know here in the United States, it could be very stressful, especially because of the commute times. So a lot of people live in big cities, and they may spend like an hour and a half to get to work, an hour and a half to get back, stuck in traffic. It's no fun, right? So jobs really do often rob us of our energy, our joy, and most importantly, our time. That's time that we can't get back, of course. And for other people, what robs us of our ability to love life is health challenges, right? Now, we've all seen what's happened in the last 2 years with this pandemic, and thank goodness the numbers are getting better now. But still, we've all been affected, by this pandemic. And it's not just COVID, that's running rampant out there. There's a lot of pandemics that people don't even talk about as pandemics. Like, for example, they're saying now that 1 out of every 3 people are suffering from either diabetes or they're pre-diabetic, which is clearly a pandemic. How about obesity? How about stress? These are all things that are very common now in our society. Stress, they say, is the silent killer. It really can make you sick. So we can all agree that health is the most important thing, right? If we don't have our health, then nothing else really matters. And I think all of us really do want to be healthy. We all try to be healthy. We all have good intentions, but sometimes it's just so confusing, right? We don't know where to begin. There's so many products on the market. Everyone says that their product is the best. And, I'm the kind of person that, listens to the advertisements and I like to give products a chance. So what's happened to me is that I've actually been filling my cabinets and my drawers with supplements, over the years, and I do spend a lot of money, or at least I used to before I learned about Go Love Life. I used to spend easily a good $350 on all different kinds of supplements, and I never realized how much I was spending until until one day I started doing the math. So it can get very expensive. The industry itself makes it confusing and expensive. And one thing that we have to all agree on is that we want things to be more simple, right? We want things to be simplified for us. We want good health to be simple, not so complicated and mysterious. So we often ask ourselves, is there truly really just one thing that I can do every day to look my best, to feel my best, to perform at my best? And the answer is yes, there is one thing we can do, and that's simply on focusing on the well-being of your gut microbiome. Now, the gut microbiome is the key, and science is really learning now about the gut microbiome. They're understanding how it works, and they're presenting all this incredible information now. I mean, you can't miss it. I mean, all you have to do is go to Google or YouTube and type in microbiome, gut microbiome, healthy bacteria, whatever you want to type in, and you're going to find so much information now that's being discovered and presented to the public. And that's why Go Love Life is going to be the leader in this gut microbiome space. They really want to position themselves as the microbiome company. We are the microbiome company. And what we're doing is we're showing people how simple taking care of your gut microbiome can be. Now, what is the gut microbiome, right? What is it exactly? Well, the gut microbiome is kind of like saying the universe. And within that universe are all the beings and the planets and everything. So what's in that universe is bacteria. It's good and bad bacteria, right? It's enzymes, it's all kinds of organisms. I mean, we're talking about millions, if not trillions, of organisms that live within this microbiome universe, right? So everything that's happening between what you put into your mouth, like from your mouth down to your colon, that is your microbiome, right? And specifically, the intestine is the gut microbiome. That's where all these organisms live, and it truly is the center of health. Now, if you take care of your gut microbiome will take care of you. You will be healthy. You will start feeling so much better, and you will avoid many, many illnesses. But if you do not take care of this microbiome, if things are in a state of unbalance, then your microbiome can turn into your worst enemy. Your body will start to break down. You will start getting health challenges. You will start getting inflammation. You will start getting diabetes. You will start getting all these things that are associated with an unhealthy microbiome. So it is very important to take care of the gut microbiome. Again, what's living inside are basically hundreds of trillions of cells and bacteria, and we have the good bacteria. Now, many decades ago, people used to think bacteria was bad in general, right? But now we've discovered that there's so much good bacteria, what they call the friendly bacteria, right? And we need this to function properly. So we want to make sure that we're constantly creating new good bacteria and feeding it. And then, of course, the bad bacteria and the toxins we want to flush out of our system. So it's basically a story of good versus bad, right? We want the good to always triumph over the bad. Now that we understand this, now that we know how simple this can be, well, this is a total game changer, right? Now this changes the entire industry, and we can really focus on what's important, which is creating that good bacteria within our gut microbiome so it can be healthy. Now, there's a lot of things that are associated with a healthy gut microbiome. The first thing you're going to notice is improved digestion. And already in just like a couple of weeks of people trying the product, there's so many testimonies. And I think this is probably one of the most common and one of the quickest things you're going to realize when you start taking our Go Love Life products is that your digestion does improve, and it can improve dramatically. I've noticed that for myself, and I can honestly say that my digestion is perfect now. Okay, it's also going to help with nutrient absorption. Obviously, when your intestinal tract is clean and everything is working properly, you're going to be able to absorb the nutrients from your food, from your supplements. Everything is going to work better. A healthy microbiome will strengthen your immune system. Now, we all know how important this is, especially in this era of COVID that we live in, because the people that are getting infected with COVID, the ones that are really getting sick, the ones that are ending up in the hospital, these are the ones with the weak immune systems, right? So we want to make sure that our immune system is very strong so we can resist. And the best defense against the virus or any infection will be a strong immune system. A healthy microbiome also manufactures its own vitamins. Now, this is something I learned recently. I didn't realize that we were capable of creating our own vitamins. So why do we need to stock up on all these synthetic pills, right? We don't need that. Our body creates it by itself, and the body has the ability to heal itself. And a healthy microbiome also acts as a natural antibiotic, fighting off the unhealthy bacteria. So the healthy microbiome impacts the functions of every single system in your body. It'll help with allergies. It'll help regulate your metabolism. We all know that when we turn a certain age, right, when we're 40, 50 and beyond, our metabolism slows down, right? But once we have a healthy microbiome, things start speeding up again. We start being able to lose weight easier, like we did when we were 20, right? It also affects your neurological function. It impacts your mood. I love our PhytoPower product because I take that and literally within 10 minutes, I'm a different person. It totally lifts my mood. A healthy microbiome will help with fatigue. It'll help with inflammation for sure. I already started hearing some testimonies about that as well. Yesterday, I was on a Zoom and one of my very good friends told me that he felt that the inflammation was being reduced in his body, and he's only been on products for 1 week. Also, it helps you lose weight. It helps you sleep a lot better. A lot of people are saying that. Okay, that's something I've noticed myself. I can go to bed and fall asleep within a minute, right?
Nadia, she'll still knock on the door.
Okay, we got open. Let me see if we can. Let me see if we can silence that. Just give me one. Oh. All right, here we go. All right, we're good now. We're good to roll again. Okay, so it'll also help you with your energy levels and your stamina, right? It'll help with your liver and kidney functions. It'll protect your skeletal system. It'll improve your skin. Isn't that remarkable that what happens in your microbiome is directly related to how your skin looks? So if you have a healthy microbiome, you're going to look better. Your skin is going to look younger. It's going to look healthier. It affects your brain and your neural systems, and it just helps you age healthy, because we all have to age, but the idea is to just age healthy, right? So do we really need all these synthetic vitamins? Well, my answer is no. I mean, I started putting everything aside. Now I don't take all these pills because your body doesn't even absorb them anyway. So you're just throwing money down the drain. So when we look for nutrition in our company, we don't look for synthetic vitamins. We don't look for things that are created in a laboratory. We go to nature, and we go specifically to the gardens of the world, right? To look for those superfoods, right? Those fruits and vegetables that are so essential for our health. We look at the remote areas of the world. We visit the exotic spice markets of the world to get those spices and herbs that are healing herbs, right? And we go to the ancient sources like we did 25 years ago with Noni, right? With Tisha Noni. So we literally go to every single continent, every corner of the world to get our ingredients. We have a total of 96. That's 96 different organic ingredients that go into our 3-product system. And it's pretty remarkable. I mean, if we had to do this on our own, I think we'd have to spend a lot of money traveling all over the world to collect these ingredients. So we'd much rather leave it to the experts, right? We'd much rather leave it to Go Love Life to do all this gathering for us and just put it all together. So we just have to order it and recommend it. Now, everything is organic and ethically sourced, which I love. We're able to say that. And when we get these superfoods and fruits and vegetables together, they're all coming from these organic sources. But again, it's very important to have diversity. So the fruits and vegetables we use for our products in the superfoods, they're all the different colors. We have the greens, which we know are healthy, but then also the blues and the purples are so good for us, and we don't need enough of those. And the reds are good for the eyesight. The blues, the purples are good for as an antioxidant. The oranges, the yellows, they all have their different function. So we need that diversity, and we have a combination of colors that go into our products. In particular, the phytopower product that has different blends of different colors. And then, of course, we also gather the superfoods like noni, right? And starfruit and goji berries, acai, Cornelian cherry, pomegranate, moringa. A lot of people love moringa, especially the leaves is where all the nutrition is, right? They know that that's the most nutrition dense plant on the planet. The mangosteen is another one, right? Herbs, spices, like we use things like oregano and thyme and mint and turmeric, ginger, basil, right? Garlic and cayenne, right? So our products are going to really, they're really going to serve three functions or three objectives. Okay, the first thing that we're going to do by using our Go Love Life Daily 3 system, our 3 products, is we're going to introduce healthy bacteria. Now we do that by a carefully formulated blend of probiotics. And then secondly, we are going to feed the good bacteria. We do that by providing prebiotics. So again, what's the difference between probiotics and prebiotics? Okay, the probiotics create the healthy bacteria, and the prebiotics are the food, right? That's what feeds the healthy bacteria. And number 3, we support the natural detox process, right? We want to eliminate that bad bacteria and the toxins from our body. So the first of our 3 product system is called Phytopower. It is incredible. I love this product. It is a blend of 35 different fruits and vegetables and superfoods, like I said, all different colors. There's also 5 different digestive enzymes in this product. And there's a total of 8 different key probiotics and prebiotics in this product. Okay, also we have our liquid supplements, which are called the Next. And why did they call them Next? That's kind of an unusual name for a brand, right? But now I understand when I look back and I look at what happened 25 years ago. 25 years ago, the very first liquid supplement was put on this market, on the earth, right, for people to consume. And that was called Tahitian noni juice. And we gotta admit that it was a big success. But a lot has happened in the last 25 years. There has been new technologies that have been developed. There are new discoveries in the organic world, right, that have been created and discovered. So a lot of things have happened, and it makes sense that now we are forming a new stage, right? The next step in the evolution of these liquid supplements. And that's why our product is called Next, because we're talking here about the next generation of botanical sources, the next generation of technology, and the next vision of how these key ingredients can work together. So in these liquid supplements, we definitely are using noni. Noni is still a very key ingredient. We love noni. And the difference is that it's a noni of greater value. It has more potency to it than the noni that we used 25 years ago when we created the original noni product. And that's because we use a process called fermentation with red light. So the noni is placed on a flatbed. It's covered in red light for about 30 days. And this is what happens to the noni when we use the red light fermentation. Well, there's certain phytonutrients in the noni called polyphenols, polyphenols that are specifically for the gut microbiome, for the healthy gut microbiome. And these polyphenols increase by 25% after this red light fermentation process. So it really is quite incredible how the nutritional value of the noni can increase just by this process alone. So we recommend using all 3 products every day. Some people ask me, can I use 1 or just 2? Well, every product is good in itself. in our product line. But the best results you're going to get when you use the three together. It's really suggested that you use the three together because it's going to give you everything you need for that healthy gut microbiome to be functioning properly, right? And again, it's 96 different ingredients. I mean, you're getting such complete nutrition by using the three together every day. So the one here with the red label, it's called Next Balance. I take that in the morning. That's kind of like, I use the same habit that I used when I was drinking Tahitian noni juice. I would just take a little ounce in the morning, and then that'll give you the superfoods and the nutrition, and of course, what like the name indicates, the balance, nutritional balance that you'll need for the day. And then the next detox, I take that in the nighttime. So it's suggested to take that after, and that will, like the name says, detox your body. And then the Fighter Power is going to give you such dense nutrition as well, but that one can be taken any time of the day. Okay, so you want to take the three every day. And again, this is what's creating a very simple approach to health. As long as you are targeting that gut microbiome, and we do it in a very simple way with three products. And can I add, it's also very economical, because I mean, I'm spending a lot less than I did when I was taking all those supplements that I did in the past. Now, all you need is these three products every day, and it's going to target the root of your health problems, or it's going to protect your health, because we're getting to the root, right, which is the gut microbiome. And the gut microbiome is so, so important. The scientists are even calling it now the second brain in the body, right? Because what happens in our microbiome is independent of what's happening in our brain. Now, our brain is very powerful. We can't even move a finger without our brain allowing us to. But the brain doesn't control the microbiome. It's its own little world. So we want to make sure that we're focusing on the gut microbiome to make sure that the body is healthy. And these are just some of the articles that are floating around on the internet. You're free to do your own research, but there's so much information out in the internet. This is an article that says that the gut plays a role in dementia. Now, a lot of people are understanding that gut-brain connection, and dementia could definitely be tied in with your unhealthy gut microbiome, right? Here's another article that says the gut bacteria may play a role in the development of long COVID. Now, what is long COVID? Long COVID are those symptoms that you get like months after you've gotten COVID, okay? Like the symptoms, the side effects, they still persist, right? So we know that a lot of times that's happening because of an unhealthy gut microbiome. Okay, this one here is from PubMed. It says understanding of the gut microbiome. We also have a study by Science says that the gut microbiome is linked to depression. And here's one that talks about the gut microbiome and mental health. And there was even a book written called The Gut, Our Second Brain. And we're finding more and more stuff every day. As a matter of fact, I have a little group in Facebook going, right? It's called Optimal Health and Prosperity. You're more than welcome to join the group. And if you find any interesting articles or videos, feel free to post. I mean, this is, we want to build a community to educate one another. So, because we know that this is the key. And what we have in our hands is truly the solution for a lot of people's health challenges. Now, we're not targeting just a small segment of the population or even a large segment of the population. We are targeting the whole world, because everyone is going to need what we offer, right? With Go Love Life. I mean, everyone has a gut microbiome, right? And everybody wants it to function as best as possible. And it doesn't matter how old you are. It doesn't matter what condition you are in. We all need to focus on this. So we have an amazing business. We're never going to run out of customers. I mean, our customer is the whole world. We have literally billions of people in the world. So, try running out of customers. It's not going to be easy. And of course, we're going to have success because look who's running the company. I mean, we're talking about Kelly Olson here. He's a legend. He's the person that started the business plan and the marketing plan for Tahitian Noni back 25 years ago. And, I thought the marketing plan back then was pretty darn good, but he's done an amazing job with this marketing plan. It's even better now. It's even perfected. And then, of course, we have Sean Whitney, who used to be vice president of Tahitian Noni. Now he's the president of Go Love Life. So remember, these are the guys that were responsible for discovering that superfood industry. They created the world's best-selling health supplement. And of course, they're going to do it again. We're going to have not the same success. I like to say that we're going to have even more success now. So let's talk about prices, right? When people buy, they can buy right off of your personalized website. Everyone's going to have their own website here with Go Love Life. You can name it whatever you want, and you just share it with people on the internet. It's like having a store. It's like having a virtual store, right? And people can go in and they can shop. Now, if they buy the pack at retail, they will pay $185. And you, the member of the company, will make a retail profit. So how much does it cost to be a member of the company? Just $25. That's it. Just $25 will make you a member, or what we call an affiliate. And now when you're an affiliate, you can buy the product at much cheaper, at $165. Okay. But if you get on subscription, which is our way of saying auto ship, then you're going to pay the lowest price possible, $155. Now, let me clarify that it doesn't matter if you're a customer or if you're an affiliate member. If you get on subscription, you will pay $155. So even customers have the ability to pay the cheapest price possible just by going on subscription, okay? If you want to buy loose bottles, you can do that as well. As long as you're on subscription, you can pay as low as $40 a bottle, right? If you're paying retail at $65 and then not on auto ship as an affiliate, will be $50. So let's talk about our compensation plan, because it really is quite a remarkable and innovative compensation plan. As a matter of fact, looking at the compensation plan and understanding it for the first time was what made me decide that I really, really wanted to be a part of this company. I knew the products were going to be good. I didn't try them up until, like 3 weeks ago. But back like as early as a month and a half, 2 months ago, I already learned about the comp plan, and I was so excited because I never saw a more fair, a more generous, and more simple comp plan in my almost 30 years of doing this business, this network marketing business. And I got so excited because I really knew that people were going to make great money in this plan. And I'm already seeing it. And only after 3 weeks already, people are getting their checks, and they're moving up in ranks, and everyone's excited to really keep climbing, right? And get to the top of the marketing plan, get to max it out. So this is how it works. We all pay $155 for that 3-product pack, but that gives you exactly 130 points. So that pack is what we need to buy at least one every month in order to qualify for commissions. So we start off as a member by buying our pack. And as you can see, there's 5 leadership positions to climb. And in each one of those leadership positions, you only have to buy at least one pack in order to qualify. Okay. And the way you become a merchant, the way you graduate from member to merchant, is by getting 3 people signed up as members. Each one will buy at least one pack. And you would have to complete a total of 1,040 in group volume, everything that you buy and your people buy. Now, we like to encourage people to get 2 packs when they place an order, especially here in the United States, because you do get free shipping when you order 2 packs. But even if you're in Europe or anywhere else, it's a good idea to order 2 packs at a time. And I'll tell you why, because if you're married, if you're living in a household with other family members, or even if you just want to do this together with a friend, it's always good to buy 2 at a time, because you're not the only one that's going to want to be healthy, right? You definitely have family members and friends that want to be healthy with you. So we encourage people to buy 2 at a time, and then it becomes so simple to become a merchant, because if your 3 people buy 2 packs within the month and you buy your 2 packs, you instantly get the 1,040 that helps you become a merchant. So I'm seeing people become merchant in just a few days of joining, like within a week, some people are becoming merchants in our company. And then you want to graduate to builder. Builder means that now your 3 people are starting to grow their organizations. So we call those legs. You want to have at least 3 legs that add up to 780 in volume per month. And then your total volume needs to be 5,200, which comes out to 40 packs within your entire organization. Now, also, let me clarify that when we talk about legs, we're talking about organizations that stem from people that you personally sponsored. And you can have as many legs as you want. You can grow as wide as you want in this business. You can have 20 legs, 50 legs, 100 legs, all the legs you want. But the 3 biggest ones need to add up to 780 in order for you to be a builder. And then when you're advancing to leader, your three biggest legs will have to advance to 3,250, which comes out to about 25 packs in each of those. It's not a lot. Your total volume to be a leader, everything that happens in your organization needs to add up to 26,000, which is 200 packs. And then to be a star performer, you would need to focus on a fourth leg, right? The four legs have to have at least 6,500 in volume in each of them. And you need to have a total of 52,000. And then the very top position is called elite performer. You would have to have 5 legs. Each one of those legs will have to have 7,800 in volume. And then your total volume has to be 78,000, okay? So that's how you reach the top of the marketing plan, or as we say, we max out the marketing plan, right? So if you want to begin with the end in mind, it's a good habit, or it's a good idea to start already thinking of who your 5 key people are going to be, right? You want to figure out who those 5 people that you want to run with are. And this way you're already like focusing on getting to the top, right? Because you're already starting to build those 5 legs. All right, so let's see what happens in each level. How much do they pay in each level? Level 1 will pay you a total of 15%. And that's a lot in this industry. Most network marketing companies will pay you anywhere from 1 to 5% in that first level. But we're paying 15%. Now, why do we divide it between 5 and 10? Well, the reason we do that is because the 5% is what's called a sales bonus. And that pays on a weekly cycle. But the 10% part of that 15%, that's the regular unilevel payout. That's the monthly payout. So 5% of the 15% will be a weekly cycle, and 10% will be given to you after the month is finished, okay? So, for example, let's say you bring me in, I'm on your level 1, and I make my purchase, whether it be 1 pack or 2 packs, whatever, I make my purchase. Now, 5% of that purchase will be given to you a week later, because that's the sales bonus. And then 10% of that same purchase, that'll be given to you once the month is over. Okay, that'll be calculated early in the next month. But it'll still be given to you, and it totals to 15%. So when we calculate 15% of every pack, we're talking about $19.50, about $20. I like to say $20 just to keep it simple, keep it a round number. So imagine that you're going to get $20 on every pack that every person buys on your level 1 every single month. Okay, and if they buy 2 packs, that's double, right? If they buy at retail, if you have customers which are also going to be on your level 1, if they buy retail, then that's another $20 because that's a retail profit. So you can make as much as $40 on just 1 pack that somebody purchases. Okay. Now, what's going to happen on level 2? Well, as long as you're a merchant, you're going to get a full 10% on all these leadership levels, all these leadership ranks. And 10% of the pack is $13. So you'll make $13 on every pack from every person every month on level 2. Okay, now why is your level 2 going to be so strong? Because obviously the people in level 1 are going to catch on. If they know that you're making from $20 to $40 on every purchase, that happens on your level 1, they're going to want to build their level 1 as well, right? And their level 1 becomes now your level 2. So that's why you can have so much going on level 2. So there's a full 25% on level 1 and level 2 if we add those up, right? That's a lot of money just on 2 levels. But then you're also going to be getting commissions on level 3, 4, 5, and 6. And as you can see, depending on your leadership rank, those numbers will get higher and higher. Those commissions will get higher. At the star performer and elite performer positions, you'll make a full 5% on level 3, 4, 5, and 6. But something interesting happens when you're at the top 3 leadership positions, right? When you're a leader, star performer, or elite performer, you will also qualify every single month for what's called a leadership bonus. So what they do is they add an extra percentage onto your level 6. So if you're a leader, you're already making 4% on that level 6, but they're going to add another 1%. So that's a total of 5% now that you're making on level 6. And as a star performer, they're going to add another 5 to the 5 already there. So that's a total of 10% on your level 6. And when you're an elite performer, they'll add an additional 10% on your 5%. So that's giving you a total of 15% on everything that happens on your level 6. So ladies and gentlemen, this comp plan is very innovative because we are paying 15% on level 1. And we're paying up to 15% on level 6. And there's a lot of money in between, but why do we pay so much on level 1 and level 6? Well, it's obvious level 1, right? We want people to make money fast. And we want people to make significant money so that people can always be motivated to continue and keep growing in our marketing plan and keep making more and more money. When there's not a whole lot of money to be made on level 1, like most comp plans, the way they pay out, well, what happens is that people join network marketing companies every day, and then they get discouraged and they leave because they're like, oh, there's really not a lot of money in this. You have to really, really be at the top to make all the money, right? But we're paying a lot of money up front so people can get encouraged to keep making more and more money, right? So they can feel that it's worth it, right? So that's why we pay so much on level 1, but we pay a lot on level 6 too, because as you grow your organization and it spreads out, statistically, level 6 is where you're going to have the most amount of people. And you see, Kelly Olson understands this. He created the marketing plan in the past, and he knows all about different marketing plans. And he knows that level 6 is going to be incredibly, incredibly dense with people. And he wants to pay you the most amount where you have the most amount of people so you can make the most income. So this is incredible. Now, the last thing that we want to explain today is this last part here called the dynamic compression bonus pool. So what is dynamic compression? A lot of people are going to look at this plan and they're going to say, oh, wow, it pays down to 6 levels. But what happens after that? What happens when I grow people into level 7 and 8 and 9 and 10 and beyond? Do I not make money? Does the company take that money? Well, it's interesting because a lot of companies do take that money, but not here. Okay, that's called dynamic compression, the things that happen from 7 below, right? From 7 to infinity. Well, all of that money, all of that volume from everyone is going to go into a pool every single month. So it doesn't matter if you're in Asia or in Europe or in Latin America or in the United States, all of that dynamic compression, all that volume from 7 down to infinity is going to go into the pool every month, and it'll be completely distributed, completely exhausted, so that nothing goes back to the company. So let's keep the numbers simple, just so we can give you an example. Let's say that this month, the dynamic compression pool has $1 million in it, right? That's how much it was able to collect from dynamic compression. So 16% of 1 million is 160,000. That's how much they will share with the leaders this month. And 24% of 1 million is 240,000. That's how much all the star performers will get this month. They'll get their piece of the 240,000. But then the remaining 600,000, that'll be shared among all the elite performers. Everybody will get their pro rata share, of that 600,000. So it's an incredibly lucrative bonus. This is going to happen every single month. Some companies have a leadership type bonus like this, but they pay it yearly, they pay it quarterly. Sometimes we pay it every single month. And this can literally double your income, what you make in the normal unilevel plan. So it's a very innovative plan. It pays 55%. And remember, 25% of the 55% is all just on the first 2 levels. So the last thing I want to do today is I want to give you guys a very simple model to follow that'll get you to the money quickly. Okay, if you order 2 packs, right, one for you and your spouse or a relative, okay, and then you show one customer how to do the same, one of your customers, or you can have 2 customers order 1 pack each, right? But the idea here is to move 4 packs to create that 520 in business volume every month between what you buy and your customers buy, right? And now you're going to show 5 members that come into the business with you how to do exactly that, how to move 4 packs, right? Between what they buy and their customers buy. Now, if they just duplicate this very simple thing, right? Because I think most people can move 4 packs per month, between you and your customer base, right? If you just duplicate this very simple thing, now on level 5, that means, on level 1 with those 5 people, you're going to make $364 every month now, residual income. And the people on level 1, all they have to do is duplicate that down to their 5 people. And now you're going to be making an additional 975. So that's already over 1,300 a month for you. And we duplicate this down to one more level, level 3. And now we're making a total of $4,589 every month. Okay, just by this simple duplication of 4 packs between you and your customers. And this is just 3 levels, guys. We can go on to level 4, 5, and 6. The numbers do become astronomical when we go down that deep. And remember, just by moving this amount of volume, you're also going to be getting the dynamic compression bonus pool and the leadership bonus pool. So, this number that we show here is actually not even that accurate. It's going to be more than what we're showing here. But again, this is a very simple model to show you how you can reach the money quickly. So again, people are going to love the money in this company, but it's not just the money, it's the travel, it's the experiences. And, every year there's going to be retreats for us leaders. And of course, we're going to get the royal treatment. We're going to stay in 5-star hotels when we were awarded these trips. And of course, who wouldn't love the opportunity to see the most beautiful islands, the mountains, and the most beautiful beaches of the world. So I want everybody to remember as we finish this presentation that we are going to go through a lifespan or a life cycle, right? Just like any other network marketing company. And network marketing companies go through 4 stages. They go through the formulation, the concentration, and then something interesting happens. Okay, we go into momentum. Now, where are we? We're right here right now, but as soon as we get to the international convention in September, which is going to be our big launch event, most likely we'll already start going into concentration. So at some point after that, maybe a couple of years, we're going to hit a critical point where we're going to enter into that momentum, right? It's the same thing that we saw with Tijanoni. It's the same thing that other companies have done. And that momentum phase, that growth curve that shoots straight up, that's going to last a good 10, 15, 20 years. That's going to be the prosperity right there. That's where everybody's going to grow with the growth of the company. At some point, we will go into stability, right? And the company will still grow, but it just won't grow as much. So right now, there's a lot of companies right now that are in that stability stage, right? Like the companies that are 30, 40, 50 years old, like Amway, Herbalife, right? Shackley. And what happens is that people come into those companies every day still. Do they still have a chance of making money? Well, yeah, they do. But the big money was already made already. The people that made the big money were the ones that got in like around here, right? Concentration right before momentum or as momentum was starting. And we're at the formulation stage. So we're very blessed. I really want to make sure that everybody understands that that's listening to this information today, that's watching this. 90% of all the wealth to be made is at the formulation. So we definitely want to get in before everybody else, because that's where the true blessing is. And we're going to have a great time, guys. Okay. We already announced our big first international launch event. This is the kickoff event where we're going to officially be launched and tell the world who we are. This is going to be in Las Vegas, September 7th through the 10th, and this is open to everybody. Stay tuned to a big announcement March 1st. I think they're going to be giving us some incentives so that'll help us get to Las Vegas. So we want to definitely be listening out for that. And then, of course, the work we do here in Go Love Life during 2022 will also qualify us for the retreat. Now, they still haven't exactly given us the qualifications, but we're going to be going to Dubai in March of 2023, and that's very exciting. I've always wanted to go there. I think it's a dream for a lot of people to see this amazing city. And again, they're probably going to give us all the details on March 1st. So stay tuned for that. But I would start focusing on that leader position. That's going to be very key. You want to make it to at least leader, to know that you're on the right track to go to Dubai in 2023. Okay, so I hope everyone can see the vision. Some people, there are going to be some people that don't capture the vision right away. And those are the people that are going to join later on. But we want you to join now, because this is really the best time to get involved in our company.